Yeah, well, half of it is. So what happened was I got a bit keen. We bought a double block, and one had the house and one was just a vacant block. And I wanted to just finish the whole thing all in one go. So we put the finished house on the double block on the market for $599, and got absolutely no bites for 5 weeks, I think, and we were starting to panic a bit. So we decided to list the single title with the house on it for $479, and we listed it, and 3 hours later got an offer, and it sold for $477. Well, look, the agents felt we couldn't get more than $599 for it. It's a funny area because the prices are really guided by what the real estate agents think they can get for it, even though I really think you can go higher. We just needed to go with what they were confident with. And so we listed it for $599, and, the proof was in the pudding because we didn't get offers. So listing it for $479, it sold straight away. We're about to put the block on the market. What happened, interestingly, and one of the reasons why I was keen to sell the two titles as one parcel, was because just after we bought the property, the number of vacant lots in the town, a small coastal town, the number of vacant lots on the market just went absolutely through the roof. I think there were like 45 blocks on the market, a couple of weeks before we settled. And so I thought, that might mean we have to just sell it as one parcel. Well, now we've waited a little bit, and we're about to list the block on the market for around $179, which means we'll make about 55 grand more than if we'd sold it for $599. We did think about that. In fact, I've been doing some costings the last couple of weeks on either a modular home because of the materials issues at the moment. I was keen to find either a modular home or relocate a home.
Yeah.
I still think that idea has legs, but the woman who bought the house is really unpleasant.
Right.
And we just know because I've made friends in the town, and they're kind of coming back to me and telling me what they're observing, that I think she would make life very difficult for us if we tried to build on it. So we've decided just to move it on. It's a great block. It's got a shed and a bore. It's got bore water on it. So it ticks a lot of boxes. So we'll just move it on and do another one. Still done better than we originally anticipated, so can't complain. It would have given us $142,000 profit.
Yep.
So if we sell for $179, look, we might be lucky. It might go for more, but if it sells for around the $179 mark, we'll make $160 profit. So many learnings, mostly to do with working in a regional area where, there's one road in, one road out. It's 3 hours from Melbourne. It's only, an hour from another reasonably major town, but supply was an issue. On a couple of occasions, I had to actually just stop everything and just drive into Melbourne to get something. The location of the shed was right on the edge of the boundary between the two titles. It ended up being a smidgen over.
Right.
Which was a bit of a heart attack right at the end, but we worked out a solution for it, and that was fine. We just now had to redefine the boundaries before we sell the vacant block. So little things. Mostly it went pretty much to plan. Just, Karen, my coach, kept saying, everything's great, it's all going to plan. You just realize that in the last little bit, it's all those little things like, painting around the light switches and the little irritating, missed paints or scratches or just tiny little touch-ups.
Yeah.
The things that drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And particularly in this climate, for me, I feel much safer working in a coastal area because the coastal areas I'm choosing are lower property value. Right. The demand overwhelmingly is for people who are moving out of the city. They want to relocate. So the lady who bought our house sold her home in Melbourne for a lot more than she spent on our 4-bedroom house by the beach. So I guess my desire is to work by the coast on properties that could be a really comfortable family home as well as a holiday house. I actually found one which is 2 hours from Melbourne instead of 3. I found it on the weekend. I'm going back to have a look at it this weekend, and I've got a bit of a crush on it, so that could be a good one. But certainly the same side of Melbourne, in the Gippsland area along the beach. So it's beautiful. What a beautiful. I mean, we had our painter was camped in the garden whilst he was painting the interior, and he was feeding the kangaroos and sending me photos of the kangaroos he was feeding at the end of his day. I know, gorgeous. People have discovered that they can work from home through COVID. So there's a lot of young families moving out that way. It's an amazing lifestyle for a young family, especially in this particular place in Locksport, because you've got fishing and surf beach, and kind of ticks all the boxes for people who love the water. But yeah, it's a bit of everything. Retirees, downsizers, whatever. It's a bit of everything. But every single week there are people looking for rentals, and there's nothing available there to rent. So I just wish I wasn't wanting to buy and hold, because I'm not. I just want to do the faster flips.